see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see them hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See them hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
Yeah. Boy, it's only buckets where I'm at. Where I'm from, they don't tuck it, they just shoot dick buckets through the gap. You be sluggish at the back, I be Kirby Puckett. Sticking House of Moan Brown, stuck it to the mat. Magic fingers, like I'm Stephon Diggs. I don't like my coffee black, I like it Tayshaun Prince. Hold on to the balls, just like Marshawn Lynch. In the whip, you ain't like the
I got a dream and it's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see them hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See them hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
I can see them hating, but it's all good. Say they hating 'cause I made it, 'cause they never thought I would.
I always knew I'd do it different since the day I started. When I was spitting all my lyrics, all I know is heartache. I need a medic who can feel so empathetic when I'm calling 9099. My list of fucking problems, take out those zeros 'cause I'm powered by a nine. And my favorite color's Nero, but I'm looking for a star who can shine away the pain that is coming up with this age. As I look back and I say, where did it go, why did I waste it? I grew up listening to music from 10 different genres. It never stopped me going crazy when the volume's up. And I always wanna be somebody who can tell his father I made it, pops, and I promise I'll look after mother. I'm making money, but my money isn't back, and I'm always wondering if it will ever be everlasting. I'm always thinking about the issues of my past. Now my faith is on the edge, somebody go and call the pastor. I gave up weekends 'cause I need to take a chance. Now I'm working all the time on my music, I gotta act big. If I don't make it, then I pray my boy will smash this. I'm looking up for angels 'cause I want the wings to catch him. And in my past there's a version I barely know, who never thought he falls from the all-time low. But it's not his fault, oh no, it's not his fault, 'cause he's putting in his life, but his name, it didn't go. And if I grow old, moving from my friend zone, call me back home, I don't wanna let go. If I lose hope, grab me by the damn throat, shout my name and tell me let the worry go. 'Cause all I wanna do is cut loose, but I don't even know what's going on. 'Cause all I wanna do is push through, but I don't even know if I'm coming home. 'Cause all I wanna do is cut loose, but I don't even know what's going on. 'Cause all I wanna do is push through, but I don't even know if I'm coming home. I know you probably heard the story from the different shows of all the singers, rappers, failures who just wanna pose. I'm not saying that my story is the only told, I'm just saying this is how I vent my hollow bones. I'm trying to think, but my words, they just keep overflowing. If you saw me, then you'd say that my vibe was glowing. If you knew me, then you'd say I'd have a smile. But all the while, for my time, a secret that I'm hiding. I'm always feeling like I'm battling Leviathans. I'm hitting and I'm slashing, but they're coming back inside my head. I'm up all night, too scared of bed. I'm wasting time and then I'm dead. And all that's left is words unsaid, or better yet, a demo track. 'Cause all I wanna do is cut, but I don't even know what's going on. 'Cause all I wanna do is push, but I don't even know if I'm coming home. 'Cause all I wanna do is cut, but I don't even know what's going on. 'Cause all I wanna do is push, but I don't even know if I'm coming home. If I'm out losing myself now, just need to know I need to cut loose. I'm always in the back in the red lights, so coming over saves me falling. 'Cause I don't wanna burn my health now. These demons want me to cut loose. Tell me that these visions are okay, and when I'm fucking am I loving or just pushing them away? It's hard, so gotta give my body and soul in my torso. Found that this world left a hole. I gotta hope you're something that will take me and hold all the pieces falling from my struggling hope. I'm singing, DJ, can you play my song? I just wanna move and sing along. I can't hold my worries and go lose my head in my favorite show.
your heart's been cold, you ain't gonna be alone. Now you got a good man.
Introduce you to a good man, nice to meet me. Tongue hang out, young 2-3 Geechee. Calling me a dog, but that's a nigga nature.
Hey, welcome back. GhettoRig episode 158. Couple of quick announcements, guys. Number one,
Sleepy Joe's out. No, I'm just
yes, our sponsors, Vitality Wellness Center, UFC gyms, Largo and St. Pete. Get that out of the way. Like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff, guys. Y'all already know. But yeah, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. There's been a bunch of conspiracy theories lately. And where you want to start? You want to start with Joe Byron? You want to start with
that's
Trump?
what I
Want
Let's
to
talk
start with
about
Michelle? Who you want to
What
start
do you
with?
call it when something's obvious?
the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
Elephant
let's talk
in the
about
room?
elephant in the room.
All right. So for those who didn't see, I'm sure you fucking saw because no one's living under a rock. If you're
Yeah.
watching this, you're definitely not living under a rock. But Joe Biden is out of the
Race.
election. He
And
will
he-
not be running again. He says he wants to focus on the rest of his current term, which is what you say when you know you're gonna lose.
Well, there's more to it. So he basically passed the baton to Kamala.
Yes, he
Kamala
endorsed her
receives her
instantly.
bus, and then there's like this whole thing of Kamala getting the bus in front of her house. She comes out like, "Oh my God, look at my bus!" And
Yeah,
it
and
looked like
she-
shit.
I saw
but,
she reached a record 80 million.
Yeah, some
Donations
those
in 2
numbers are
days.
still going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They're probably
when
around
I first
82,
heard that
83 now.
number, it was 49. She had reached 49 million when I had saw the thing about him endorsing her
You know what's
already
funny?
in funds for her campaign. Now she's
We're
around 80.
we're counting up how much money she's made. Like she's been selling records.
Yeah.
How many
So,
records? You
That's
sold,
true.
Kamala?
That is
That
so
goes
true.
that goes for Trump as well. He's already dropping sneakers.
so talking about that,
I think they use that number of like, oh, she's already raised this much. It's because meaning like they're trying to say she's raised it, right? Like people have given
Yes.
her this money,
Yes.
right? It's because they want her, to be president.
so I
Some
posted
people are
it.
probably like 81. Drake made that in like 20 hours.
I posted an Instagram reel that I think we should watch since we're talking about elephant in the room. Not that one. It's the one if you go to Discord, right under that one, right there. We need volume on this, and I want you to listen, guys. Y'all need to listen. So pay close attention to the words that are coming out of this lady's mouth. Go.
To hear
to say it's a
our
deep fake?
president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call.
Stop
and
it.
We've been talking
Play it again.
every day.
I can't play it
You
again.
you guys heard
You want to replay it?
Yep,
Or I
replay
can
it.
just tell you what she just said.
Pay attention.
the president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call.
Pause it. Joe, I know you're still on On a call.
the record call. Yeah.
So a lot of people are speculating that she wanted to say recording.
She's an industry plant.
Well, here's the thing. So since Joe has dropped out, they have told that Joe has COVID. And the conservative media has come out and basically said that Joe is basically internal and he's not going to make it. And Joe is nowhere to be found because Joe hasn't been out. Joe hasn't been talked to anyone. Joe apparently has COVID. And they're saying that he's in his home. Some saying that he's on Air Force One, isolated. But some saying that he's in a hospice with like days left.
That's all bullshit.
No one knows because Joe hasn't been around. So no one knows exactly what's going on. So there's a lot of speculations behind what's going on with the Joe. So if the speculations are correct and Joe is bad, she's gonna become the next president for at least couple of days.
She's gonna get a couple days of glory.
Yeah, she will get a couple of days of glory. Now, with that being said, Trump was thinking they're going against Joe. That's why he picked J.D. Vance. Now, he's not very happy with his pick because he's going against Kamala. And a lot of people went on Twitter, on X, and they're talking shit about Trump. Basically, Trump came out and said, well, does the Democratic Party now have to reimburse Republican Party because we just did this whole debate and that's not the person. It's basically, going off on a rant, and a lot of people took it out of fucking context, obviously, per usual, you know.
People like to do that. I mean, it's a way of entertainment.
Yeah. But the funny part is, the only attack so far RNC has had, the Republican National Convention or the party has had for Kamala, is putting together reels of her talking about Venn diagrams and laughing. Because if you, or just saying just random shit, just repeating the same shit over and over again in the same interview because it's all scripted, right?
Nobody likes Kamala.
Yeah, so just to bring something up, Kamala used to be one of those people that so she's not technically black, right? Her dad, I think, is Jamaican, but she's of Indian descent. She's not technically black.
She black.
Yeah, she's black.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't care what.
yeah.
I don't know why people think that like being black has to be
But
African American.
Kamala single-handedly is responsible for putting a bunch of people to jail in California for just simple shit, like many years of jail, right? So Kamala doesn't have a very good reputation, but everyone knows this reputation. So there's nothing new that they're going to say about her because everybody done already talked about everything that she's done, right?
So,
Oh yeah, this was a thing where this lady gets shot by the officers, but she was, I guess, either bipolar or.
So this is Sonia Massey.
Yeah.
She was 36-year-old. She had called authorities over concerns about a prowler at her home. Illinois State Police released body cam video of the incident. The video is now blurred. We're gonna see the video here.
Yeah. So what happened was basically she called the police by thinking that someone broke into her house.
So let's listen closely to the audio as well here.
Okay, give me a second.
But she was diagnosed with bipolar. She had some mental issues as well.
Yeah, but was it right for the police to shoot her?
That's the question.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody.
Yeah,
So.
nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope.
Nope.
We checked the whole area.
Okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I
dressed.
gotcha.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure.
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black car though. The SUV. Whose is it? You don't know? If someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it.
This is the first time, by the way, that I've seen the full 3-minute footage. I've only seen the bad stuff.
Yeah.
You're not showing this, right?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
It's not YouTube and it's blurred.
Stack right
It's
there,
the
man.
news.
Okay.
1 second.
Check on her.
Still might have copyright because of NBC News though.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right.
Mm.
Let me see. Okay. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
Rebuke you in the name of
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! Drop the
15 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the pot!
What?
A pot.
Yeah. So she was
Bring
boiling
this
water.
now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to female. 1078.
All right. So she wouldn't drop the pot with hot water?
Yeah. So she had boiling water.
What did she
and
say? She threatened to do something?
So let's review it again here.
Yeah. Let's review those last 20
Because
seconds.
this is the most controversial, but this is what I've been seeing the whole entire day.
Right. Okay. I haven't seen this, man. It's been a busy day.
Go back.
You in the name of Jesus. Rebuke you in the name of
I'll rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Uh huh.
No, I swear to God, I'll
You better not. I swear to God.
shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He pointed the
Okay.
gun.
I'm sorry.
So she pointed the gun, or he pointed the gun at her.
Uh huh.
And what's the first thing that you're gonna do whenever somebody points the gun at you.
I'm ducking.
You're gonna flinch, right? You're
Yeah.
gonna. Well,
She flinched.
She thought,
But
or he
but
thought
he
that
shot.
she was gonna
he
move
shot,
and throw
he
the
shot
pan.
quite a moment after she flinched. Play it.
Drop the pot.
She gets back up. Oh shit.
Ducks again.
See, like this guy, the other officer even has a chance for him to pull his weapon,
or taser,
right?
which is another big controversial part to this. He could have just taser, you know.
Shit, pepper spray was working, bro. I think it's crazy how even the other cop, you can see how surprised he is. I'm like, whoa, he really just shot.
Yeah, and that was not
Really, like you can see it.
Keep going. Keep going.
He thought the second cop thought that the first one would de-escalate the situation.
Bring emails now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078.
What's up, Em?
Yeah, this is crazy.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
You can go get it, but it's a headshot.
God.
Dude, I'm not taking boiling water in the head. And look, it's right to our feet too. God. You good? Alright. Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do?
What was blurred out there on the beep was, she was a fucking crazy bitch or something along those lines as well.
Okay. Well, we can see here,
Hot boiling water.
segment that he was charged on first-degree murder and official misconduct and something else. Yeah, so he was charged. I don't know.
He was charged, but it doesn't mean that the charge is gonna stick, right? So it's gonna be internal review and things like that. So it's a hard one.
It's crazy.
I don't know if it's.
I
that
don't
much
think
of a hard-
I just don't think he's qualified to do the job if he can't at least de-escalate the situation.
Bro, these are
And bro was doing a lot more than he needed to. Like about the car outside and stuff. It's like that's not really what they were called there for in the first place.
Why did they go inside and why did she have boiling hot water?
she was trying to rebuke him in the name of Jesus.
No, but before that.
I don't know.
They
She was
getting
probably
tea or coffee or
She's
something.
probably cooking some food. What the fuck? What? That's none of our business. Though it's.
But like I'm saying, like what was the whole point of them going back inside now and checking?
Well, the lady was mentally unstable to begin with, so we don't know why that boiling water was there. It could be food. It could be just something else.
But was she like acting mentally unstable? I know the guy said
Yes.
something
the
about
cop,
like,
yeah.
"Are you okay?" This and that. But at the same time, not old woman. She's what 36.
36.
Yeah.
36. So, girl that's home alone thinks there's someone there, is freaking out. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm just playing both sides. I don't know. I don't think he needed to shoot her, man. I don't think so. But
Well, yeah, like that water wouldn't have reached him, But
I think that was a little too much. I think he could have tased her.
yeah, but the point is, like, in these situations, how do you fucking act? How many times these cops have to deal with this situation?
Now
in
the
their
bad
lifetime?
side, to this is that race is being brought up a lot into this, when it's not really.
It's not
It's
racial.
not
I don't-
race. It's just bad cops.
Can I give an opinion on this? I don't know.
Or
if this
bad
is really weird.
copying, or
But-
just the act of being bad at that job.
Was
bad
it me or
policing.
was that guy itching to shoot someone a little bit? His attitude, the way he was acting.
Exactly. He's not.
I don't think he was itching to shoot anybody. He just had this authority complex. I don't think he's itching to shoot anyone.
It's just the way he.
I-
It's just too.
I think
he
for
drew-
him
he
was
drew
like-
so quickly.
I think for him was like, okay, so there's something wrong with this lady. She said she's on meds. Did she take her meds? Why is she saying I'm gonna rebuke you in the name of Jesus? Like, what the fuck's going on here? So he already had.
I get it. She's holding boiling water, but like, I don't know, bro. Fucking like step back and get far from her, and like, you gotta stay within the 5-foot distance and shoot her in her face. I'm just saying.
No, I understand that. I get that. But step back.
It's also the fact that he went straight for the face.
They're trained to shoot center mass, man. I mean,
Yeah, but center
so
mass
he
and
was-
headshots
he's
two different
trained-
things.
Trained to shoot center mass in the sense of the torso, right?
But it's five. It's like what 6, 7 feet of distance. That ain't too hard to hit
No.
somebody in the head,
No.
especially if you do practice.
Oh, he.
You look like
that
somebody
You think he
practices.
practices?
That guy drew pretty quick. I think he's not your average. Like
He was not your average shooter.
Yeah, he's not your average like 60-year-old cop who's doing that stuff. Like he drew pretty quick.
What was his position? Can you find out a little more about
I
him?
can do that. Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson. Matt commands.
You think the cop that was there standing with him instantly like, "Oh, dude, you're fucked!" Like in his brain
So
instantly.
he's worked for 6 agencies.
I want to know what this guy has said about it. I want to hear his official statement.
I mean, he said everything he had to say in that camera, right? That's probably the most truthful shit that they
That's
have.
true.
It could take me a second to find this here.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's hard for me to judge because we're not in that situation. We don't know what the situation was, how he
I would
felt
like
at
to
that
see
point.
his body cam footage directly on top, right? Because the other cop, it's from the side. It's blocking a little bit of the angle of exactly how did she react,
Yeah. I think the whole thing, this was just like a not to bring in puns, but it's kind of like a boiling situation.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. So it's hard to say, man. Like
he was a deputy.
Deputy, what is that? Is that like the most basic?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
but
like a normal police officer.
it could be
but for a
deputy,
sheriff's
but do
office.
they call the SWAT units deputy? Like person.
Usually that's just like a normal cop in
See,
a
immediate
sheriff's
superior is a senior figure with an organization. So, because he didn't look like just a cop, like he didn't look like a rent-a-cop, like he.
No, he was from the sheriff's office, but he's a sheriff's deputy, meaning he's under the sheriff. Like a normal
Yeah,
cop
but
under would
they
be
can
the
also
sheriff.
have SWAT units. He could just be a SWAT unit member,
No,
just
bro, he's a
running the
normal
streets.
cop. He went to the woman's house.
Yeah, the
for-
SWAT don't SWAT just do that as well?
They don't just work as normal police officers like that.
Why not? That's
I mean,
their
I'm sure
job.
they have shifts that do.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was part of that. If you're working as a deputy,
So
as
the
a
difference
sheriff, you're
between a
just being
sheriff and a deputy sheriff. A sheriff is an elected law enforcement officer who will serve a team service that is usually 4 years long. Deputy sheriffs work under the sheriff to enforce federal, state, and local laws within their jurisdiction. Sheriffs and deputy officers typically work at the county level in smaller departments than what police officers serve in. A sheriff at the top of the county's law enforcement department handles both patrol and administrative duties. This professional is responsible for handling essential paperwork such as warrants and citations. The sheriff oversees department funding, supervises activity in the county jail, provides training, develops guidelines and procedures, and performs disciplinary actions for those in his or her department. Sheriffs will also take emergency calls, deploy the deputy sheriffs in their jurisdiction, and provide their own services within the county, such as patrolling the area, controlling car accident scenes, and more. A deputy sheriff doesn't have the leadership and management responsibilities of a sheriff. This individual does more hands work in the community. This may include providing community education, arresting offenders, or testifying in court. Deputy sheriffs are also responsible for a certain amount of paperwork, as they must document their activities and complete the necessary reports for tickets, arrests, and other actions. So the deputy sheriffs also enforce court orders, seizing property, responding to vehicle accidents, acting as first responder of medical emergencies.
Basically a cop.
Yeah.
Just like a normal
Just
police
at a
officer.
county level.
Exactly. On a county level. Because police officers work on a city to city. So you have St. Petersburg Police, then you have the Pinellas County Sheriffs.
Yeah, no, he could have definitely, just like you said, stepped back. You already have ideas this person is like not mentally stable. What else they gonna do? Yeah, that's the whole thing. But their job is to be close by.
Right, but at the same time, she's holding a pot of boiling water. My first instinct is,
This bitch is crazy.
this bitch is crazy. I'm gonna like step probably 10, 15 feet back as close as far as I can from this.
Yeah, but
woman.
their job is to run. Like it's like the firefighters'
No,
job
no,
to
no.
run into
Wait,
the
wait, but
burning
there's
building.
no. It's not like this crazy woman has like a little puppy in front of it that she's about to fuck up, or I would say like a child or something. It's just her and the 2 police officers. Like they're not protecting anyone else but
Well,
themselves.
the question is this: why did they go back inside?
I don't know. That part was weird to me. They were like,
Why did they
leaving.
go back inside?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they had reason to believe that she's
They
unstable.
could've
She
just
maybe
leave
needs to
that
go to
high
the
ass bitch
bathroom.
alone and let her trip on herself
Well,
in the house broken.
No, because see, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing. If she did something and then hurt herself while they were there, they're in trouble. So like, if they didn't do anything about it, they're in trouble. If they did something about it, they're in trouble.
Nah. If oh shit.
If they
Bro,
left and she
listen,
fucking hurt
listen.
herself or
This
hurt
story,
someone else,
This story could have very easily been local news bullshit of 36-year-old woman, crazy woman gets tased for almost throwing boiling water
could have been
on police officers. And the story would have been, damn, that bitch is crazy. Good thing that motherfucker tased her so he didn't get fucking looking like start looking like Two-Face from Batman. Okay? Now the story is he just put 3 rounds in her fucking face. That's very, very different, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That has shifted the dynamic very, very
Where was
fast.
this? Chicago?
Chicago, Illinois.
He's in Chicago. It's Chirac.
All right.
It's
Now-
Chirac, bro.
That feels fucked up, but now I'm like, okay. No, I'm just kidding. I
Illinois
still don't
State
think he had to
Police.
shoot her, bro.
No,
but
yeah.
doesn't matter where they are.
But see, here's the thing.
I
If
get
it was a
Chicago's
dude, would that
different
be
story.
any different?
Huh?
If he was a dude, would your opinion be any different?
No, it wouldn't be any different.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. As long as your opinion is not different if it's a dude or a girl. You know, because, oh, look at this.
No,
girl,
I don't.
she's all
I
like
don't.
feral.
Because
I mean, it is 2024.
now-
it's equality. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure we're equal.
equality I understand, but reality is another. Right? So if you're telling me
It's 2024. I don't want to hear it.
now,
Men and women are
I
equal.
get no, because there's an argument for this, but it's not the argument of equality. It's the argument of the unknown, right? So who says that this girl isn't some fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt? Doesn't matter that he's 265-pound Reuter cop, right? Who says that this girl doesn't have a knife in her back pocket that after you take her down and tackle, she's not gonna shiv you 3 times?
Yeah.
Who's to say any of those things,
Well,
right? But now that's that close distance when somebody is like right in front of you and this and that. This was across the countertop.
Well,
and
when he
everything,
was
like-
talking to her by the door, he already had this fucking demeanor about him.
That's
like
that's
his
why I
tone
said
of voice
that's
and
why I was
things.
saying like it's not that he was itching to shoot somebody, but it's like to me he looked like he was looking for some trouble.
Well, or he could just be his personality like that. He just can't have that
I'm
personality.
saying,
You know
but
what I
he
mean?
could have that personality, but that's the demeanor that it showed to me was
It's all about like how he said it, not what he said. You know, that's the bottom line. And in these situations, it's different, man. Like I don't know what I would have done. I'm glad I'm not in
way
that situation.
overreaction. I agree.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in that situation. You know, because neither one, all of us say it's overreaction right now. But when you put in that situation, how would you act?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I would have put rounds in her or not.
That's what I'm saying. You,
Right, I'm
you
gonna
don't
be
know.
honest. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've never been in that situation.
Exactly.
But guess what? I ain't a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't trained to be put in that
Again,
situation.
yeah.
I didn't sign up for it.
Well, how many times
He
do
did.
It's just bad police.
How many times do you think they train him? There might be somebody
That's- I
throwing
don't- I
boiling
don't care.
water at you.
I don't care how many times they're supposed to be trained to handle situations like that. He's supposed to understand every single aspect of a scenario and how he should
Can you pull
apply
up how much
himself
they get
and
paid?
his tools to that.
How much sheriff's deputy gets paid? In,
Hey, like
in-
you say, Jay, you signed the dotted line to do the job. No,
No,
Doesn't
I
matter how much
understand.
you're getting paid for it. Not enough. I don't think.
in Chicago.
You're looking at $30 an hour, 62,000
$62,935
is the
However,
average.
it can range from 30
32.9
to
to 120.
25.
All right, let's say
You're
let's
gonna
say
start
because he
around
had
40,000.
let's say because it seemed like he had experience. He's been a part of. You said 6.
So let's say
agencies before, 4
$78,000.
agencies?
Six agencies.
Let's
He's
say
getting paid
let's say he-
$78,000.
let's say he's at the average 62. So
Yeah.
65 to $70,000, right?
Mm.
That's good, pretty good money.
Not to put your fucking life on the line, it ain't.
Oh, I mean, he signed for it, bro.
I understand he signed for it, but what I'm trying to say, if you're trying to
I
get...
wouldn't. No, yeah, I wouldn't.
Some people are just willing to give their life sacrifice, and they do it because they want to.
Horseshit.
Talk to Steven.
Horseshit.
I want to bring Steven into the podcast, and he'll talk to you. I don't know what the fuck is going through his mind. We got to sit him down and talk to
Horseshit.
This motherfucker's leaving a pretty good, decent job at an office, air conditioned, to go patrol, deal with people he doesn't know what the fuck they're gonna do, deal with crazy people.
No, horseshit. Somebody always has a fucking agenda when they're becoming a police officer. At $63,000 putting your life on the line, it's horseshit, man. I don't believe it. So my point is
that
this.
Just tells me you're not good-hearted enough to see it in other people.
No. You're not letting me finish. My point is this. If you want to get people that have higher IQ and are going to be police officers, just like teachers, if you want to get higher IQ teachers in schools, you need to pay them more.
But
attract intelligent people.
With what Ms. Miguel's going at, you've never had the thought of, like, when seeing a situation like this, feeling some kind of feeling bad in some kind of way for the scenario, and kind of almost wishing, like, damn, you feel like you could do better and provide a better service for, like, humanity as a whole, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've never thought that way? Because I sure as hell have grown up. I've thought about the military and thought about being a police officer. I've thought about being a doctor.
But
I thought about being in the military, and then shit started going crazy in the Middle East, and I was like, I don't know. I
also think realistically, right? Like, I understand that, what you're saying. I understand that, but I also think realistically, I know that me doing that is not going to take care of what I need to take care of.
See, but some people believe in it enough and actually do it.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Okay,
I guess.
There you go.
Cool.
So we don't have to have Steven on. I'm just kidding. We can still have him on.
I want to have Steve.
Let's do it.
Steve on. Steve's gonna talk some sense or not. He
All right.
doesn't really deal with bullshit, so he's probably just gonna ignore you, or he's gonna leave the podcast, which is it's all right,
Fine,
Steve.
you can. I mean, if you can have a conversation, you can have a conversation. What can I say?
5 car brands. This goes with the theme that I posted earlier, so this works. 5 car brands with the most reliable engines. I want to see.
Whoa! Before we go,
what's on this list?
We're
bro.
on a conspiracy wave, right? So
Okay.
let's go with the conspiracy wave. Pull up the other Instagram reel that I posted. This one.
Man, I don't like watching videos like this because they're so blurry, and to me, it's just like edited.
You're
edited,
in 2024.
So apparently
dog.
they've done the pixelation. They removed the pixelation, and they're saying that there was a second person on that water tower during the shooting.
Yeah, but that water tower.
Now you see that figure
angle,
disappear.
To have the angle down towards that crowd.
Now you see
those
that
trees
figure
would
reemerge. Okay.
I
Now the figure.
mean, you can see it. You can see it from here.
No, but this angle's farther out over. To
Imagine you're just a maintenance guy trying to do some maintenance, and
Yeah.
shit just starts popping off at you.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, second shooter."
What I'm trying to say, Jay, is if something's right here, like this is the water tower.
I understand what you're
and
saying.
The crowd is here. If I'm further back here, yeah,
I understand what you're saying. All I'm saying, we're not there. We don't know exactly what it looks like.
It looks
what it
like the water tower cannot see that angle of that crowd. If you ask
yeah,
me.
but we don't know where the stage is.
I don't know either, and I could be wrong on the placement of that tree line. Maybe the
that's not
tree
the
line is
point.
closer to the water tower.
That's
and
not
I'm
the
wrong.
point. The point is about the conspiracy theory. That they're
I don't
saying that
believe
there
it.
was a second person.
To me, I don't believe Instagram bullshit like this. I can't. It's all to me. It's just like how easy it is to edit a video, especially when it's bad quality like this, bro.
Like I said, you're in 2024 and you don't have a solid phone that could take a good picture, man. You're screwed. You're screwed.
I don't think they were taking the picture. I think they just.
And even when it's a solid picture, you haven't seen the shit AI does recently. How realistic these videos look of people.
Yeah, but they can't say when it's AI edited. You can tell that it's an AI edited video.
I saw one yesterday that I believe looked like
No, not by eye. When they run it through a computer, they can tell
Right.
if this been edited.
Right.
So they've ran this and they said, no, this is not edited. We can remove the pixelation. We can clearly say that's a person. But the point of this is it an actual second shooter or is it somebody doing their fucking job on a water tower? You know what I mean?
Or just some crazy supporter that was up there. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
like,
the highest one.
Yeah, the highest one. You know. So, and another thing is, fucking the head of Secret Service got chewed up.
She resigned.
She resigned because she got chewed up.
That's what they were saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what No Jumper said too. That
Yeah.
through the backlash, she resigned.
Yeah. They just fucking chewed her up. Straight up told her, Did you put, like, just like that, did you put not qualified people to fucking protect him? Straight up. But the problem with her is a lot of people don't understand. She's so fucking far removed from what actually, who does what. You see what I'm saying?
Right. You're talking.
It's not
you're
her
talking,
day to day. It's
You're
like,
talking about like Bill Gates going and asking like, why did this customer service person do this? Like, motherfucker, I don't deal with that.
exactly. It's just like, head of UFC gym franchise asking him, why did this gym fail? Like, he doesn't know.
I heard the weirdest thing today. I heard someone tell me that they didn't use any Windows products or anything like that because they just so against Bill Gates that anything has to do with him, they won't use.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, that might be a good thing because you saw that.
I wanted to ask why, but I was at work, so I was like, I can't.
Did you see that? did you see that crash that happened not long ago?
Yes. Yeah. So they had a major crash.
Yeah.
With the servers that have to do with airlines and also what was it? Airlines and what else?
So it's a bunch of things, right? So
airlines and
so
a bunch of other big...
CrowdStrike is the company that force-fed a mandatory update. CrowdStrike is a company that's supposed to prevent these things from happening. That mandatory update went in, and that happened.
So, the funny part I watched was there was this video that broke down the diagrams of, like, when you can see all the flights going in, you can see like the live footage of every flight going in and every flight going out, right? It was really interesting to see, like, as the crash happened, there was nothing.
Yeah,
there was nothing. Like, all the flights, like, eventually started to land, and little by little, there's just less and less and less. And I was talking about, like, thousands of flights were taking off and landing in the U.S., and then none.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was just fuck. And then they were doing boarding passes by hand. Did you see that?
Yeah.
People were posting that. They had handwritten boarding passes. So it looked like a boarding pass, but everything on it was like a blank. And the person had to write all their information, everything on it by hand.
Yeah, Almir is right. She sits on her desk and does emails all day. Like, she doesn't know on a day-to-day activity who's got what detail and why do they have it. So, does it go all the way up to her?
But she is the face of it.
But is the face of that. And
she's going to receive
I
all
hate
the
to
shit.
say it, but she's a straight-up DEI hire. That's what she was, is a DEI hire. And,
what is a DEI hire?
Diversity,
He's
equity,
saying they
and
hired her because she's a
inclusion.
woman.
Oh.
Yes. Basically, that's why.
Diversity hire.
Diversity hire. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Might not be.
You don't have to make it so complicated, dog.
Well, she might not be the most perfect woman or man for the job.
There's already enough acronyms to remember.
Right?
He's saying that he thinks that they hired her because she was a woman, even though there might have been other men more qualified.
Not necessarily men, other women too.
Other people, okay.
Yeah, other people in general. Now again, can she oversee everything? No, that's why she has other managing. Because you have to understand, Homeland Security is part of Secret Service. There's a bunch of other things that are part of Secret Service. She's overseen all of them, right? She goes in and asks, how's the Secret Service side of things doing? How's the Homeland Security side of things doing? And not even the people that she's asking from know who's getting the detail. There's so many layers
They're managing
removed.
someone else that
does
that.
And then it's just so many. It's like 5 steps removed. You know what I mean? So it's just, it is what it is.
It's like going and ask Dana White, like, why did Eddie sell this membership incorrectly? Like,
exactly. So yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot of, again, conspiracy theories jump on it saying they crashed the computers. You know how much money was moving around there? Just this happened right when Trump is getting shot. Like a bunch of money. Like nobody knows what's going on, so they've taken everything and making a conspiracy theory out of it.
So who do you think they're gonna? Before we move on, my last question before we go to this car thing, who do you think they'll bring in as Kamala's vice for her?
I don't know. A bunch of people got the basically like a checklist
George
of things.
told me, he said he thinks it'll be Newsom or Michelle.
Michelle Obama? I don't think Michelle Obama wants to do anything with anything. Unless they're gonna bring her in to prep her for the next election.
How
but
old
she wouldn't.
is Michelle
Kamala
and
needs to
Barack?
win. Michelle
And Barack. How old is?
Barack is probably in 60s. Michelle is probably right, not far there.
Okay, still not that old.
Can you go to Discord one more time and pull up the very last post I posted? So apparently this also took off recently. That right there, her necklace made a whole thing of.
Bro, but this to me,
vaccinated with
this to me is just so crazy that people.
There's a Mike. Who's Mike? Why do we have a mic on your neck, Michelle?
It's very easy to edit, though.
I don't know if this is edited. No,
This
this
is
was straight
one-
from DNC.
This is 100% edited, bro. Come on.
This is from DNC. What you mean?
This is not. This.
They edited DNC
They
live.
edited this shit. Yes, they edited this shit. Because
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up and find the real photo. Ready?
Read the comments.
This has 693 likes. It just came out. About
What did you say? Go
20
back up.
hours
Not a
ago.
mic. What? Go back up.
Not any mic, but big mic.
This is fake, guys. In the original video, it says vote. Okay. Keep going down.
Yeah,
That's it. There's not many videos. There are comments.
Okay.
There's-
So it's fake. Anyway, so the internet has been circulating with this shit as well.
Yeah, it says vote.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. People coming out with conspiracy theories and shit like that. So I don't know. Just like I said, everybody takes something and makes something out of it, right?
I I love the photos that people have edited of her back in the day and made it like into a dude. Like make it look like it was a dude hugging
Was that
Barack Obama
it was
and stuff like that.
Obama hugging a dude, short haircut.
Yeah, yeah,
I know what
it's,
you're
a,
talking
it's a
about.
picture of her with
Yeah.
him all edited.
Is
up.
it an edited picture?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not actually a dude because you can see like the original and even the edited version. They zoom in on the part that's just his face, right? But if you look at the edited version when it's zoomed out, you can see clearly it's like a chick's body
Yeah,
on him, but the dude's face, you know.
Yeah.
So
And then her daughter, I feel like the older daughter looks like her.
Well, there's that too. They're saying that there's another dude, like a friend of a family, and then they're comparing the daughter to the friend of the family. Pull that up.
Oh my god,
Pull-
bro.
Pull that up.
what?
Are Obama's children hit? I don't know. Are Obama's children his? I don't know. Something like that. Something like that.
Oh shit.
I don't know what.
There's a
answer you
picture
wanna
of
give me,
somewhere circulating.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna
of a
find this
friend.
picture, Jay. I don't think there's no way to find it.
What? I don't know.
Yeah, did Barack and Michelle Obama adopt Malaya and Sasha? Click on that. Maybe they'll give us a picture or something like that.
Did
They
not
are there.
adopt Malia and Sasha. They're their biological daughters. Malia was born on July 4th,
Yeah.
1998, and Sasha was
Well,
born.
there's a picture of them showing a family friend, and the children look just like the friend.
This is the whole thing I keep hearing that they say. This is the last thing. We'll move on. Everyone keeps saying like, oh, there's this guy named Michael LaVaughn Johnson that was apparently Barack's roommate, and like, where is he nowadays? There's no pictures of Michelle Obama when she was pregnant or this and that, blah blah. These are all the things that the conspiracy theorists are
Yeah.
using, right?
Yeah.
I don't think she's a girl.
Obama.
I mean, sorry. I think she's a female.
Yeah, all
don't
Michelle
think
has
she's a
to
boy.
do, she has to just go in there.
I
get
don't
that
think she
DNA.
cares enough.
She do the
I don't think she
DNA
cares
test,
enough.
show the 2X, and then come out on the DNC and go suck it. That's all she has to do.
Even if she did that, they'd say they'd say it was fake.
Faked it. Yeah.
Yeah, she faked it. She paid this fake documents. She paid them, or you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. Like,
You can't convince lizard people
you know
don't
what she'd have to
exist. You
do?
know what I'm saying?
She'd have to go on one of these IRL fucking streams with one of these streamers and
Like,
go to a
do it on
doctor's
the
office.
spot.
Yeah, and do it on the spot. Like literally.
And even then, they'll say it's all edited.
And then even then, yes. So I don't know.
Do
what-
you
what-
see? There was a second person on the tower
can't-
that replaced
yeah.
her DNA.
There's no way. There's no way she's gonna go out and prove it. And I don't think she cares enough even to do it. It's just such a bad like. To me, I think it's one of the worst theories. I think. Nigga, you don't see the doors locked.
He can say it. He's black. Oh, so y'all know what's pause? You guys know what's pause, right? Like everybody knows about the pause.
Yes. You should stop giving it to him.
So so apparently I didn't know that this is a straight up African American thing. I
What
didn't
do you
know
mean?
that. Like when you say something gay and then you just say pause right after that.
Yeah, it's like this new. It's just a new version of saying no, homo.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily African American thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I guess, African American community says pause because no homo is not cool enough. That was the way.
no, I don't think it's.
explained to me.
I don't know. I think that's. I think that's incorrect. I
That's
think
how
it's,
it was explained.
I think
to
it's
me.
just the new wave.
I knew what it is, but I didn't know why. Pause.
Now, I will say this. A lot of slang that comes along is influenced by rap. And they say rap is black music. I mean, I'm not going to take away from that. Many artists say that outside. I mean, if you want to put it in that context, but I think it's just like the new way people talk. Like, there's always new slang being implemented.
Yeah.
I will say a lot of times that is spread across the masses by rap music and hip hop music and just new culture.
So apparently, another thing is to talking conspiracy theories. So you know how Eddie Bravo was big into flat Earth, and then he got Joe Rogan into it, and then apparently now Eddie Bravo and Joe Rogan have switched, and they're saying that no, Earth is round.
I never thought Joe Rogan believed
Joe
it.
Rogan
Never believed in that. He just fed into the conversation.
I think he just entertained it.
Yeah,
he entertained the conversation.
yeah.
He liked to hear Eddie ramble.
He likes, he likes to talk about those people that are that crazy that talk about how the Earth is flat.
Well, yeah, and then but now apparently Eddie Bravo is saying no, and there's apparently there've been videos online of these people trying to prove that Earth is flat, and then they're doing all these experiments. And like, oh, wait a minute, why is this not working? They'll shine a light, and the light's supposed to like catch at one point
and start to go so far that it's
yeah, and then the further they go, they can't catch it, and they're like raise the light, and they'll raise the light, and it catches.
Yeah, curvature.
Yeah, curvature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we must be on a hill or something.
I mean, I always thought that experiment was kind of weird because how far could you go that experiment is valid enough to where say because the curvature of the Earth is only so much as you stretch along, right? Like in the sense where it's such a big fucking rock, right? They
tried back in the day the way they proved it was by ships. When first you see the masts of the ship, and then slowly you see the
or the horizon. That to me is like no fucking way to argue that.
Yeah, you can,
right? Because what's it called? Water's always gonna be level.
Yeah.
Right. Water's always gonna be leveled out.
Flat, straight.
Right?
Yeah.
So the fact that you understand a horizon, how horizon starts to rise, because guess what? It's coming over the horizon, whether it be land or whatever. Because there's a curve.
Because technically, if you had warm enough clothes and you had enough time and food, you could just cross Antarctica from one side to another side. But if you listen to them, you're going around in a circle. There's land behind the fucking.
Oh shit! Yeah, that shit's funny to me. I think that it's crazy. The
Apparently, there's a
they
flat
believe
Earth
the moon landing
society.
is fake.
Yeah,
is.
There's a whole bro. They have meetings and shit.
This is
they sell maps and stuff like clocks with maps and shit. Yeah,
and they have their explanation for everything.
There's 500 members, and like some of these guys take it like literal. They don't take anything scientific.
Bro, that's 500 members like nothing.
biblical.
Yeah.
25% of young generation believes the Earth is flat, bro.
I don't believe that.
No, that's bullshit. They're trolling you. They're probably telling you that
last I
either
heard
to
was
piss
that.
you off or just to troll you.
Yeah.
Well, just Google it. So, what's the percentage of young generation believing Earth is flat?
No, those numbers are never gonna be right.
Because what they do, poll a fucking high school or something? Like
I don't know, man. I don't
believe it.
Well, the way they do is any statistical, right? Like they'll take a bunch of people that.
You know what I think? That should be the next advancement in technology. Is just fact checking and like actually getting accurate information, which is kind of what we're working at.
Well, that was
we're
the whole
gathering
thing.
information.
We
need to make shit more accurate.
See, but this is the thing. You could fucking
like that shit that you just said. Tell me that. I know
you
that I'm not gonna be able
it.
to find anything like that. That's gonna be exact.
Well, you can't,
this is the thing
because a lot of times people don't answer those questions. Like they don't answer the questions.
You could tell
honestly.
and this is the thing though. You could tell someone this is a Stanford University study that was done on this, and this with this pretense, blah blah. You could give them all the details, and they're still gonna have some shit to say.
Yeah, it's just like me saying, guys are more hierarchically based versus women are more communitarianly based, and they're like, where'd you get this information from? You know what I mean? Like, it's just
You're wrong, Jay.
You can't poll everyone. You know what I'm saying? It just makes no sense. And if you do poll everyone on planet Earth, you're not going to get correct answers because these are just people answering, not necessarily, saying what it is. It's just they saying what they think they should say.
Let's look at those cars now.
Oh, by the way, the only way, did you see Elon Musk going on, what's his name? The tall, skinny dude that's been on the internet, the professor. What's his fucking name? Peterson. He was doing a thing with Peterson. His premier said, "Oh, my son is dead because he died to the woke, because his son became transgender."
Whose son was this?
Elon Musk's.
Okay.
And he said, back in the day, I didn't know what I was signing. I just signed a bunch of papers, which were basically allowing to go the gender reassignment. And he basically was saying that because I put all my effort and everything to battle this wokeism, and that was his thing to buy Twitter. where you can just open it to everyone and
See, now that
have a
that
discourse.
Bro is really in his villain arc.
that
though.
sounds extremely biased, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah,
in one
obviously.
way, 100%.
Well, obviously,
But
but
his villain arc, I agree.
but it's biased. But at least he's not filtering things, right? Because a lot of times you'll go on there and they'll say, "Well, this is fake." Like they'll tell you on the bottom of like.
Yes, I like
it's
that
fake
about
or-
X.
yeah.
I don't use X.
It
but
used to do
I've
that
noticed
before too. Used to do that before too. So they kind of took that, but now he's allowing other people to talk, right? Doesn't matter whether he agrees with them or not, he allows them to talk.
So, all right, 5 car brands with the most reliable engines. What do we got here? If I don't see fucking Toyota and okay, Ford.
It's become second nature to say the most reliable car on the market comes from Japan and to a lesser extent South Korea.
Wait a minute. They're saying Ford and they have an electric Ford on there and they're talking about an engine?
That's just a picture, dog.
I know, but that's dumb. Why don't you get a normal picture of a Ford with an engine?
Because that's what's popping right now.
Yeah, that's just the new car, man. The Lightning.
I saw a Polestar.
Yeah.
It's made by Volvo.
Today?
Volvo's electric line.
It's a fucked up logo for a car company. It's just a fucked up star.
It's a fucking Volvo. What do you expect?
Yep.
Chevrolet.
Yep. I agree. Their engine, the LS/Vortec line has
Oh, did you see they just
not
put
changed.
2025 ZR1? They just introduced it. They just
Badass.
unveiled it. Lexus, yeah, I think we all kind of agree on this.
Yeah, if they have Toyota on this list, it's gonna be stupid because they just said the same thing over.
Yeah, Honda, I think pretty accurate,
Mhm.
and then Toyota's gonna be number 1 probably. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why I have Toyota and Lexus on the same list.
Because then maybe Toyota has more models than maybe they have more models.
Yeah, but at
than
the end of the
Lexus.
day, it's the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, because
They
guess
could
what?
just
When
do
you go
Toyota/Lexus.
when you go to Japan, there is no such thing as a Lexus.
Mm.
It's all under Toyota branding. It just has different names and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, I don't understand this.
Yeah,
part.
Almir said that he likes the new Land Cruiser, but the 4-cylinder engine is shit. I do agree with that. I think the V6, but the new Land Cruiser looks badass. And then the GX, the new GX looks badass too. I think that
Yes.
I think it's the same platform.
Mm-hmm.
But that GR, I mean, if I was still like in my 20s, if I had the money, I'd buy that GR hatchback.
That's
Get
something
it
I'd
now.
love to buy. It's just it's so expensive, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you had if I had the money and I was 25 years old, I'd buy that.
Yeah.
I'd hands down buy that.
Really cool
It's a
car.
really cool car. I mean, I saw it when I went to the dealership.
Yeah.
It caught my eye, and I'm not.
It
a big
looks
fan of
badass,
these
man.
type of cars.
The flares and everything, they look badass. But
Yeah.
go to Land Cruiser.
I don't know what it is, but any car that has a wing, fuck it, I'm in it.
Yep.
And it does come with a pretty badass.
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. Pull up the new Land Cruiser. I really like how they redesigned the new Land Cruiser. Yeah. There you go.
Just a big Lego block.
Yeah.
It looks like the old one again.
Yeah, so the blue one, just click on a very blue one, either one of the blue ones. Yeah, I think it looks like it belongs in a off-roading, you know what I mean?
Looks
It's just
good.
very black. It kind of looks like a FJ Cruiser, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of FJ Cruiser in it.
Yeah. How much are the GR hatchbacks going for? GR
40.
Corolla. Okay. 37, 40.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking between 30s and 40s.
Used ones are going to be obviously 40, and then new ones are going to be a little over 47, 40. Yeah, I mean, they can't sell a hatchback. This is their flagship fast car. They know they're not going to produce a lot of them, so this becomes
Their flagship fast car is the Super.
It is. And now they're talking about the MR2. If you put in MR2,
Yes, they have the MR2 coming out. I have an Instagram post there for Nissan bringing back a really iconic car.
yeah, that one right there, the yellow, the orange.
Yeah, but that's a concept.
That's a concept, or they introduced this one.
That's a concept, I think.
Mm. Well, anyway, so they're doing an MR2, and that seems to be, and they're saying that this car is gonna be badass. But then again, it's all press, right? So we don't know what exactly it's gonna.
So
be
go to
like.
that Instagram post I have there. Nissan, you had it up already, I think. I think it was that first tab. Yes. So Nissan is talking about reviving the Silvia platform. This is something that, if well
I
executed,
don't know much about this
I'd buy.
car. I don't know much about this car, but I know it has like a cult following behind it.
So this Silvia platform, starting with the S13, is an iconic iconic car.
Yeah.
Just known very, very well in the drift world and JDM world as a whole.
But see, here's let me push back on this. I agree with you. Iconic car, great. Young people that don't have families, don't have kids, would love to have this car. They have to bring it at the price point where a young person can afford. How many fucking young people
That's
are going
why-
to be able to afford a $40,000 car?
That's why I said if they execute it correctly.
But they're not going
No,
to.
no, no. Ready? There's a lot of other car companies still executing it correctly.
Like what?
Toyota and Subaru still sell the GR86 and the BRZ. That's
Well,
why
how much
they
is that?
revamped it, because it's not that
Well,
expensive. Look
what's
it up.
the price of
Look
GR?
it up. Toyota GR86.
And this is the souped
So
up?
you-
Is this their highest version or?
No, no, no. This
Okay,
is
so
this
30
is something comparable.
Okay, so let's do some math here. $37,000, correct?
You're looking at around 30K.
No, well, if you buy used, even used, you're not looking at that, right?
Well, see, that's GR86 RC, so that's like the souped up version is
Correct.
32,000.
Correct. So which one would you buy?
Let's
Not
say
the-
around. Let's say you're looking at around 30 grand.
30 grand. So plus taxes and title and all that stuff, you're looking
Okay.
at $34,000, $35,000. Do a car loan calculator. Go ahead, go auto loan calculator, plug in $35,000.
Leave it at 60 months is fine.
Yeah.
Let's say
do,
7.
Do 5%.
Let's say 7 is more
no,
realistic.
Yeah, right now, but just keep it
You're
at
not
5.
gonna get a 5%.
You're not gonna. Okay,
Okay,
let's leave it at 5. You're being generous. Okay.
So do 5. Do 10,000. Let's say a young kid was able to scrape 10,000 together.
No. 10. You're talking about a $2,500 to probably $2,500 down
Okay.
payment.
Then do
Let's be
2500.
realistic. Let's be realistic.
2500.
Let's just
down
say
payment.
5,000. He pays for taxes and title and all that shit.
3,000 because you just got the Pell Grant.
All right, fine. Do that. Trading value, nothing there to trade in.
Yeah,
let's
let's
say
say
blah blah
nothing.
blah. Sales tax,
California,
Florida.
or sorry, Florida.
Yeah, we'll
it's not
change
California.
that to 7%.
Depending if you buy
Well,
in Tampa,
do
it's
30,000.
like
Then
8%.
do 30,000, not 35. Do 30,000.
Yeah, because it already has the
Mhm.
title and registration.
Title registration, that's about right. $2,800.
Yeah.
Okay, calculate.
Okay, calculate.
Include all fees and loan.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, that's fine. Calculate. So your payment is $601 a month for somebody that's young, bro. $601, that's a lot. What are they making a month? Like, I mean, an average person at that age is probably making what, $2,500, $3,000 a month. Push comes to shove, 4,000,
Let's say they're making 3,500. Yeah.
3,500. So
You
now,
can afford this.
yeah, but then you can afford it if you live with your parents. You can't just really
Yes.
afford this shit if you don't live with your parents. So how many, like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to talk about. Like, what's a well executed? Is this well executed? No. You know what I mean? You want young people to drive.
But they sell, man. They've had this car for a
They
long
do.
time.
They do.
They've had this car for a long time to the point where now they've even come out with the Generation 2.
If
They've
mom and
remade the
dad,
whole car. I think if they execute it just like the Miata's executed, because Miata's in the same price range.
It is.
if
Miata's in the same
mom,
price range. If they execute it like that,
Well, so
if mom and dad
do well.
made enough money throughout their life and they were well off and they probably bought you a car at 15, 16 years old, maybe it wasn't the $40,000 car, but they bought you a $4,500 car that you could even use a trade in, they'd probably get it for you and end up paying for it. But again, only if your parents did well off.
but then again,
If your
I'm
parents didn't,
if I'm
you're
doing
probably
well
gonna be
off, you think I'm
scratching.
buying a car for my kid? Even if I'm doing well off, no, I'm not buying a car for them.
I feel like that's just the immigrant mindset that we
not
have.
even, man. I know a lot of people who bought cars for their kids, man. And growing up
Well,
in
yeah,
high school,
obviously.
I was one of the very few kids who bought not my first car, because my first car was a hand-me-down.
Yeah.
It was a 20-year-old fucking truck.
That's most likely gonna
right?
be that.
That's something different. But my first car that was purchased was bought by moi.
I saved.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I
And
saved
was it a
$4,000.
$40,000, $30,000 car?
$13,000.
$13,000.
I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old.
Yeah,
then.
that's what I'm
was
trying to
17 years
say.
old.
That's what I'm trying to say. But then here's the thing: if you're 17 years old buying a $13,000 car, so that's 5 years, right? So now you're 22.
I was paying half. I was paying $300 a month.
Exactly. So now you're 22 and you just done paying this car. You just done paying the car. You think you're gonna keep the car? You can take that shit in to get a new car?
I understand what you're getting at, Jay. That it's not. And a lot of people my age aren't going to be able to afford $600 a month. I get it.
So now,
But there's plenty of people like shit. Miguel's boss, he's around our age. He can afford more than that shit, man. He's our age.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I mean? Like there's
those-
plenty of people
you
well
can't-
off, right?
can't
The
bank on
cars
those
sell.
people.
The cars sell, brother. The cars sell because
I
even
agree.
the 35-year-old that's single and this and that wants a cool little car will buy it too. You drive a 2-door car?
Yeah, but it's not a fucking GR.
No, but what do you mean it's not a GR?
At 35, I was driving a Honda S2000
No, but
that I
still,
bought for, I think it was 15K when it was all said and done.
I get it. And you milked the shit out of that.
And I did, yeah. But what I'm
Not
trying to
everyone's
say,
like that, though.
no, what I'm trying to say, the bottom line is they're introducing these cool cars, but we've created a situation in our economy that an average young person cannot afford a cool car
But
anymore.
put it this way: the guys that are breaking this shit down and making decisions know more than me and you, right?
Probably.
So they're gonna understand their
This
market.
is, but this is why they removed Honda Accord 2-door. This is why they canceled a lot of 2-door cars because they couldn't sell them anymore. So that's why these cars left the market. That was the
get it.
real actual reason. That's why the sports cars, when you
But
talk
at the
about
same
sports
time-
cars,
Shit happens in the world and the numbers don't lie. They're looking at the sheet and saying, this shit's not selling, we're not going to make it anymore.
correct,
Simple.
correct. And I'm actually to be
And shit happens.
to be
You
to be
have a
frank,
pandemic, a lot of people are not going to be using their cars. A lot of people are not going to be needing new cars.
yeah,
You're
to
going to
be-
have people that are going to need cars, but hey, guess what? We're in the middle of a pandemic and we have a shortage.
Yeah, to be honest, like I'm surprised that they're selling the Toyota that car. I'm surprised that they're selling those Subarus at 2 doors because not a lot of people can afford it. Not necessarily the ones that can afford it and have like families and shit, they don't want to afford it because they need more space because of the kids, this and that, the third, right? And they don't want to make the commitment of 5 years being stuck with something, especially if they want to have kids. Now there's a question of buying another car that's going to be bigger and so on and so forth. So I'm saying the well execution of it. I like to see how they're going to do it and what the sales are going to be like. What are the sales of the new Nissan 400?
I see a decent amount of them on the road.
Yeah,
I would love to have one of those.
yeah. So, what is the number of those?
As of December 31st, 2023, Nissan sold 2,034 Z
not
units in
good.
the United
That ain't
States.
shit.
That's nobody good looking, my friend.
Do Toyota Supra.
Came out way before though.
Yes, which is going to give us a good idea of several years, right?
Toyota Supra sales fell over 44% in the first quarter of 2024, falling below its rival, the Nissan Z.
Which is, understandable because people buy
Damn. So this I mean shit. I'd buy the Z way before I bought the Supra.
Click on that.
Toyota sold just 2,652 Supras in 2023, down from 4,952.
So in total,
2022.
They sold more Supras and they've sold more Zs.
Yeah, but
year
it-
by year.
Yeah, but in total they've sold only what 10, not even 10,000. They sold what 8,000 Supras since it's been out.
I think more than that. It was saying almost 5,000 in just 1 year.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say, this Nissan Silvia that comes in, it's gonna come in at a higher price point, and
Then
they're
the
gonna
Z? No.
no, not the Z,
Then
not
the Supra, no.
Silvia,
No.
the Silvia that comes in, no, not the Supra. I'm saying it's gonna come in. It's gonna come in at a higher price point that you think, with an idea that they're not gonna sell a lot of them. So this is gonna become what's called a giffen good, which means that people gonna buy it because they want to buy it, not because, and they have the funds for it. It's gonna be a little bit different on this one.
I think it'd be awesome. I mean, personally, even if they just come out with something in the similar platform, two-door car, 4-cylinder, rear-wheel drive, if it's well executed and it looks like a good car, I'd invest. I
And
would
then
get one.
also you have to look at it. Because drift culture was big when you were growing up, right? Drift culture was just starting when I was growing up. For us was more
It's
souping
fucking
up the
huge
cars.
now.
So for us was more souping up the cars, and then for you,
It's huge now, man. I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. I see kids from my high school and middle school that I grew up with that didn't know shit about cars.
yeah, but you're looking at your age. But now I want to go down further. The ones that are 16,
Well,
17, now 15.
I think that decline
what are they looking
is
for?
mostly blamed on technology, and making people's interests smaller and smaller, right? Because
The question is what those kids gonna want to have.
because in my time growing up, technology was different. It was broad spectrum. You didn't have your echo chambers and like your algorithm that was specifically for you and this and that. Nowadays, it's just like what you look at, and that you're very tunnel visioned on that. You know, so I think that the people are becoming a little less worldly actually than they would think they are
Yeah.
because of technology and the way it's implemented.
So it's gonna be it's gonna I mean like have you seen the new Honda Prelude? It looks fucking amazing. I wish I could buy that when I was younger. I couldn't afford the actual Honda Prelude when I was younger, but the new Honda Prelude they just introduced, bro, that thing looks sick. Image it? No, these are the mock-ups. Like
yeah,
the
the first
actual-
photo, literally the first photo. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it looks fucking sick, man. To me, it just looks cool as shit. As
But I
a
think
young
that's a
kid,
concept as well.
yeah, that's a concept. As a young kid driving in one like that, you know what I mean? It'd have been cool. You know, I always wanted the other Honda Prelude that was in the middle right there, but they just revealed it only in Europe because it makes sense in Europe, right? Because the roads are smaller, things are a little bit different in Europe. In America, I don't know, man. It's it's a tough choice, you know?
There's a reason that a lot of cars are sold elsewhere but not here.
Yeah.
I had to take a piss today on the way back from Crystal River. I've never had to take a piss in a bottle before, but I drank my whole entire Powerade.
You did it in the car?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just pull over?
I did. I pulled over. I couldn't do a running, bro. There was a fucking storm also.
Oh,
bro, you
nice.
could not see shit. I went from 80 miles to like 50 miles.
Yeah.
It was very difficult. But yeah, I fucking pulled over to the side of the road, whipped that bitch out. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Fuck.
God damn.
I was scared because I thought I was gonna fill the bottle. I got
So
to
that's
like three
that's the
quarters.
cardinal mistake, you know. Like that's the thing. Like when you go on a road trip, and it's a long road trip, you can't drink a lot of water because once you break that seal, bro,
Oh,
it's
dude,
gonna
I was hydrating like a
over.
motherfucker today.
Yeah,
I had like
it's almost like
half a
worth-
gallon of water with some electrolytes and two Powerades.
Oh shit, you have to piss like a whole.
It was
that's the thing. Like you know, if you drink it towards the end of your trip, but you start drinking in the beginning,
before
you're
it
gonna
sucks.
fucking
Yeah, once
stop.
you let that leak out.
You stopping for days.
That happened to me today at work. Actually, I went to pee, and then after that, I had to pee like 3 times within the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go to the next article. Let's see what we got next. That's Sylvia. We talked about that. Okay.
We
Kamala
talked
Harris.
about the
Results of the
presidency
biggest
already.
study on guaranteed income programs are finally in. Okay, so this was a very interesting article. There's only one bone I have to pick with this, and I'll tell you about it. So basically, what they did, the guy that created the the head of the CEO of OpenAI had this study running. So what they did, they gave basically universal income to people, meaning they gave them $1,000 every month for just be participating in a study, right? No obligations. And they had a control group, and they gave them only $50, just to say that they gave them something for people to be engaged, right? And what they found that a lot of people like either quit their jobs or just kept one job, went back to school, and what they're saying that the money is not only help for them, but it actually helps their immediate family, so on and so forth. And you know, childcare and things like that. There was a woman that had an autistic kid. One of the people was a woman, had an autistic kid. You know, so overall the study was 3,000 people. 1/3 got $1,000. The 2/3 got $50. Right, and they were saying that the $1,000 they spent a little bit more money a month on things. So if you go down a little bit, it's not that much more, but it is a little bit more that they spend. Wait, don't go too far. So this was families that only make
$67. I see it.
yeah, there you go. You see the $67?
Yeah,
There you
it
go.
says-
50, there you go. So right there, those who receive $1,000 monthly spend $67 more monthly than lower paid group on food, 52 more on rent, and 50 more on transportation. Right. So obviously they've spent a little more money on necessities, basic necessities. Right. All good and dandy. The extra $1,000 helps. You know, some people can contrary on. The only one thing that this did not address is, okay, great. This works in a group of 3,000 people, 1,000 people that are not going to make that big of an impact on the economy. What if you make this wide scale and you bring it on a wide scale, bring it to many people?
I don't.
Because this within this article itself, it tells you that people vote with their wallet.
I think their interest in this study was more on the person's reaction directly on like the
Correct.
Human reaction, not the market reaction.
Correct. But the problem here is the human reaction, this and that. It's all good and dandy. But when you do something and it gets you a human reaction and it's a positive human reaction, you have to look at it in a widespread.
How it affects the system.
How is that going to affect the system, right? So this right there tells you people started spending more on food, more on rent, and more on transportation, which means people vote with their wallet, right? So if you're going to spread this out on a wider scale, what's going to happen? Just manufacturers going to know there's more money, so they're going to just raise the prices. This is the argument for minimum wage. This is the argument for universal income. This is the argument. So if the companies know that there's more money, that means they can take more money. How do you take more money? Raise the prices of things. And what are you going to do? We know the oligopoly is a thing. Companies get together. Like, why do you think we only have 4 telecom companies? T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, basically, right? Those are the 3 running. Do you think they don't sit down in a boardrooms together and say, well, these are the prices we're going to put? Of course they do. That's called oligopoly. So they corner the market. There's nobody else can enter, and everyone's paying the same price. Whether you go to this one, that one. Same thing with internet companies. Wow, Spectrum, Frontier.
Yeah, they're all within a certain margin.
Exactly.
Of each other.
So the point here is, it's a great study, and it shows that extra money does help people, which you're an idiot if you think that it wasn't going to help. But you can't go in and say that $1,000, the universal income, is a good thing, and when you bring it in a bigger scale. Now the next step would be, say, have I don't know, let's say 10 million people that are gonna get this, and see what the effects of that are. And you'll see, I guarantee you get 10 million people, that's gonna skyrocket, because 10 million people of a lower socioeconomic status. 10 million people is a lot. That's a big percentage of the lower socioeconomic status. So if they know, companies know that they have more money, and that's gonna shift the winds.
Do you think
real
10
quick.
million would be enough people? I don't know if it would be.
For this
across the whole United States.
Let's Google it. What? How many people make $30,000 and less in United States? Okay.
It says it right there. Approximately 50%.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. So here we go. 30. So there you go. Say 25 to 34. Let's sum up all these percentages together. We're looking at 8% there, 7% there. So we're looking at what? Just 15% plus another 8%. So we're looking at 22%, right?
Yeah.
23%. So 23% of the United States will do 340 times 0.23.
340
times 0.23.
Times 0.23.
What is that? 78, right? Do 10 divided by 80. Okay, so that's 12% of the population. 12% of population of people that are in a socioeconomic position of 30,000 and under. So that's 12%. That's a pretty big number.
I don't understand how you got to 12% when it just told you 22 something.
So the 22% is overall people making
less than 30K.
Yeah. So if we're taking only 10 million people and giving only money to 10 million people, we got to, figure out that 10 million people, how do they fit within that group? What's the percentage of?
Oh, you're saying that it would make up 10 million people make up 12%
Correct.
of that 23.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I think at 10 million people, so 10 million people at $1,000 a month, what are we looking at here? That's billions and billions of dollars just given away.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, you're looking at what, 10 billion given away every month? And that's 120 some billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And then it's got to come out somewhere. Where's that going to come out of? The taxes.
What else do we got?
So I've realized this from an article that Olympic athletes are sleeping on cardboard boxes as like beds.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they were anti-sex mattresses, which I don't really see the point considering that I have seen videos of 2 to 3 people sitting on the beds. Is it that they're uncomfy, or that they break easily? Because from
Yeah,
the
they
seams
break
of
easily.
it, they don't break that easily, and they look sturdy.
See, I've seen some of these cardboard beds that they've had before. I saw this one that's like a grid that folds out, and
Yeah.
man,
Becomes the box.
yeah, I don't see how you wouldn't be able to fuck on this. Like,
Well, the
you make
point
it
here.
happen,
Now,
dog.
now the other thing is, why? I mean, it's kind of crazy that an Olympic athlete is sleeping on a cardboard box before having to fucking do some.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why did they
crazy
just put
stuff.
these guys in a hotel? Like, what's going on here?
So the whole thing, I can tell you what's going on here. The whole thing, Olympics is known for them smashing, right? But that's not the thing.
Let them fuck.
Yeah, that's the whole point, right? So the whole thing here is French didn't want to spend a lot of money, and they justified this by saying, well, we're giving them cardboard boxes because they have to facilitate all this, and France has to pay for all this, right?
Right.
When Russia did the Olympics in Odessa, they
apparently-
were making fun of them of bathrooms not being finished, this and that.
These
But
are
French,
also the same cardboard boxes they used in Tokyo 2020.
yeah. So the whole thing of this was they were making fun of Russia, but they can't go in and say, well, we're just like Russia or we're worse than Russia. At least they had fucking unfinished actual bathrooms and beds. We have just fucking cardboard boxes. You know what I mean? So I think that's what this is.
They're also
it's
gonna
just-
be
it's just throwing
donated.
shade at each other.
They're also going to be donated at the end of the event
To who?
to the military and to the French army and Mons, the Paris Opera Ballet College, Suji Hotel School. Which kind of sucks though in a way, because like who the fuck wants some cardboard
Who
mattresses?
the fuck wants
But I
somebody?
don't think it's the mattress. It's just the
Or
cardboard is
the
the
cardboard
bottom. But like,
bottom
what does
thing
that matter? If
still.
you put a nice mattress on it on top, it sleeps just fine, right? Like,
Yeah,
does it matter?
yeah, but
How long is that gonna last you?
yeah, like
Well, that's for sure. It gets a little wet and it's all fucking done. You know what I
You'll
mean?
you'll,
Like,
you'll hack to on that thing, and that thing's disintegrating.
yeah. No, I mean, if they've made a cardboard box, it's definitely can sustain a one body, right? Like that's why they designed this fucking box to sustain a body.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Now, can you sit on a certain angle in a certain part of the bed? It might cave in. Yes. You know what I mean? You gotta like pick where you want to sit. You know what I'm saying?
it's like those chairs at the beach. You sit on the tip and the whole thing just
You
goes
just
forward.
Forward, yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. I think just French are.
I don't know, I
think
think
French
these-
are justifying their cardboard boxes.
I think these athletes deserve better, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, if they're fucked, they fuck. This is known, bro.
Olympic
they go there.
athletes,
That's
bro.
like the part of the deal, bro. Like them going there and just like partying and just smashing.
Yeah.
That's their thing, right? Yeah. So, all right. So what do we got next?
All these athletes are like, we're going to fuck French bitches.
Yeah,
Like,
And French was like, we're gonna go fuck somebody else.
yeah, we're gonna fuck all the tourists.
Yeah.
We got Florida's population passing 23 million for the first
First time in years, yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
that-
everybody keeps fucking moving here.
Yeah.
We don't need you here.
The prices of rent are just going up.
We just need you to visit. All right, we do need you to visit. We are a tourist-based state. Like without you coming to visit, we're fucked. But don't stay.
See, that-
Stop staying here. I'm sick of all these Texas, New York, New Jersey, especially
Texas don't
New-
come around here, bro. New York, New Jersey does.
all
Texas
the
doesn't.
all the states. All the
No,
states
Texas
are moving
doesn't,
here, dog.
bro.
I
Yes,
like
man.
Texans.
doesn't.
I like Texans. Texans are cool.
Anyways, and
Texas
you people from New
doesn't. New
Jersey
York,
don't
New
know how to drive
Jersey-
for shit.
What
All
they
right?
do is just you don't know how to drive their style.
No, New
They
Jersey's
do
proven to
drive.
be the worst drivers.
Yeah, they are the worst drivers because
Yeah.
they fucking drive like fucking maniacs.
They're the worst drivers in the
You
whole
ever been
in
to
the whole US.
Miami?
Yeah,
You have
they're
to.
horrible.
If you want to go left, you have to show the blinker to the right so the person doesn't speed up and doesn't fucking cover your turn.
Look, stop moving here.
But see, like I know what you're saying from your individualistic point of view. Yes, I agree with you. But overall, for state of Florida, it's a good thing that they're moving. That means their money stays here in Florida, which infrastructurally is gonna make Florida better.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it makes my house more expensive.
Correct. That's my point. Like this is why I don't believe in people going out there. I'm gonna be a protective policeman. See what I mean? Do you see
It's
how
not
it
the
took a
same
full
thing.
circle?
No.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is
the same
one
thing,
full
though.
circle, my friend.
It's not the same thing because it's not looked at it in the same limelight.
Bro, we live in an individualistic society. We care about me and mine first, then everyone else.
Right.
It's just a human factor, right? Like I care about myself,
Is that why he
my
shot her in the
family.
face?
Huh?
Is that why he shot her in the face?
No, he shot her in the face because he was a dickhead. But you know, He could have just stepped away and said, "I'm gonna." What did she say she's gonna do?
I will rebuke you in the name of Jesus. or
Yeah,
something like
and he should have stepped back and said, "I'm gonna rebuke you in the name of Jesus with these bullets." You know what I mean? He could have just
I
been
think
funny about it.
I think it's crazy how he said, "I will shoot you in the fucking face," and then he shot her in the face.
He goes, "You better not. I'll shoot you in the face."
Yeah, he said it. I guess she should have listened.
She shouldn't have shot.
Yeah,
Well,
at the same
shoot
time,
would
I don't
could.
think
You know what I
should.
mean? Shoot would could, but at the end of the day,
Little late for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, just a tad.
yeah, but so apparently, yeah. And then I saw this post of a guy
Oh,
that's like,
the Secret Service director also like quit her job too.
Yeah, you missed that.
resigned.
You missed that
Resigned.
whole part of the pod.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was doing something else.
We talked about that for like 5
Yeah,
minutes
she
straight.
resigned. Yeah. She resigned.
I totally missed that part.
Mickey, what are you doing, man? We can't recommend you to like
I'm
do
doing like
stuff when you're
I'm doing
not
3
on the
things
ball,
at the
man.
same time, dude.
Well, we covered the cars. We covered this.
And
we
I got a
haven't
Tinder
covered
match
watches.
that's-
You want to pull up an article
I
about
would
watches?
love to talk.
And
Oh,
I got a
there's
Tinder
this-
match that's fake too.
Oh, there's apparently a new engine that's coming in. America unveils a 6 billion engine of the future. No hydrogen. No, like basically gonna run on ethanol.
Wait,
So
It's a new engine that's gonna
new
run on
engine.
ethanol.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's basically they're saying
thought we
it's
already
much
had that.
more. Well,
no,
right,
non-ethanol gas. Never
we
mind.
have what's called flex fuel cars.
So you have what's called E85 and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
there's more content of ethanol. This one is gonna be able to run straight on ethanol.
I've only put in regular dog, except on my bike. I put premium on that bitch, but
Yeah. So
I don't.
so basically they're
What
saying
cars do you put like premium on?
so
Mostly newer cars, more luxury cars, and then also turbo cars.
the
So
reason you do that,
Toyota Corolla.
Put the
fucking cheapest.
cheapest shit ever.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
here's the thing: the reason you put premium
That's
is
just because it's a Toyota. It'll handle it, whatever.
it burns hotter. If it burns hotter, you're gonna get more performance out of it. So anytime you get a performance car, it tells you put premium because otherwise you're gonna lose performance, and it's a dirtier burn, right? But at the end of the day, the couple of
Put it-
octanes not gonna matter.
Put it this way though, you have some cars that it will make a difference. My car, my Subaru, when it was all good and running, anytime I put cheaper gas, it would go faster. I would run out of gas a lot faster.
Yeah.
It effectively has to use more gas to get the same boom.
Yeah.
Basically, look at it that
Yes, because
right?
it doesn't burn as clean, right?
Yeah.
So, but the bottom line with this one, they're saying that's the new thing, and actually the people that came out with this engine are Fiat Group.
way. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna see it in the new Chryslers and everything. The minute I read the Fiat Group part, I already knew. I was like, all right, I don't even.
Chrysler's part of Dodge.
Yeah, Chrysler, Dodge, Fiat. Fiat
Oh,
bought
yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the minute I saw that, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna continue reading this article because it's probably gonna be a shit engine. You know what I mean? Just it is what it is.
I will say this. So, Mickey, you said something about you had a fake Tinder match. Natalie plugged me in on this really cool story that they did this deep dive onto fake following of people like through social media and stuff like that. And they figured out that there are these AI group, and she said it had to do with some political stuff. I won't go too deep into that, but that this was apparently China doing this. Like, right, that was part of the theory.
Well, China
But-
has this factor, the forums. They have
So-
the forums, the follower forums.
Yeah, the follower farms. That's what she was basically talking about. Not only are these follower farms going to go in and follow these pages, they mimic active followers,
Yes.
right? And not only by going and liking and commenting on stuff, they reply to comments,
Correct.
right? And the way they started figuring out that it was AI is because you go in, you notice, shit, all right, the same 1,000 people that are following this person or the same 1,000 people that are following this people. You go in and you see the same comments over and over. You see that you can reply the same thing to multiple people and they respond the same exact way,
Mhm.
right? And there's just in a massive amount of fake followings. And then she was
Shit
talking
creates
about
a crazy algorithm. Now that I'm thinking about
yeah,
it.
and not on top of that, they're using this with political mind and political aspect in mind, right?
Mhm.
So the article she showed me was basically talking about how they think that they were using this to like weaken the youth and all this stuff, like crazy shit.
I don't think they're weakening the youth. I don't think that. I think they're just making money. They're just making money. They understand that people need this. This is how they want. People want the clout. They're giving them the clout. You know, I don't think the original idea is to weaken you. I think the byproduct might be that, but I think the original idea is that it's just they're making money. But bottom line, yeah, the fake followings is a thing.
You were gonna say about watches. We got some watch stuff.
Yeah, we got some watch stuff. If you go in a Discord, there's an article about Rolexes, and I posted that, I think, didn't I? There's another video if you want to watch this. This was kind of cool. Go down. That one. No, go down. That one right there. This was kind of cool. So it's still happening. So boat drone attacking a container vessel. This is talking about the pirates, and the guy's clearly shooting back at them. Just watch the ending. It's crazy. See the bullets hitting the water? Watch. Yeah.
I heard. Blat!
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a thing, man. Like the Somalian pirates are Somalian pirates are usually involved in this, doing this, and to this day this is going on. Like with these pirates will like chase down a ship and like, get on the ship and just take the ship.
They're still shooting at it.
So at first, I was about to say, oh yeah, they're doing the routine warning shots. And then the fucker just blew the fucker. And then the guy's like, good shit.
Because the drone boat will hit it, damage the boat, and the boat cannot go. Pirates come in and fucking start onboarding and taking everything. And then, see, they're not taking anything that's on a ship. They'll go in there and then just capture the people.
Yeah.
And they're like, you
Hold
need to pay
hostage,
us.
yeah.
Hold them hostage, and you need to pay us. They're basically taking insurance money, right?
I am the captain.
Yeah, I'm the captain now. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of like crazy. Like these guys are just like on a boat. I don't even know if they're military or not. It's like, bring the rifles. You're gonna shoot back. Like kaboom, So
They were shooting some big boy guns. Looked like some, like a SA-58 FAL.
like, see, there's another dumbass right there commenting. A drone is an aircraft. A boat cannot be a drone unless it flies. Like, clearly you understand the point of this. Like, why do you have to chime in? Like, how much of a like
SA-58s.
How much of a incel are you? How long have you been sitting in your mom's basement for you to go out there and comment? Like, I don't get that. You know what I mean? What significant damage? It blew up, blah, blah, blah. Could they be talking about another ship? I don't know. Fucking genius.
Dude, that's crazy.
The point.
The one Russian comments, good job. Damn.
No. We'll go, click on it. Click on it.
What?
Good job, blad. Good job, blad. They
That's the
spelled
same
it
shit
in
that the
Russian.
guy was saying.
They said the word in Russian. Like, they said English words in Russian. They spelled it in Russian.
Good job. Damn.
Blad is not damn. But it could be interpreted as such. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool.
All right, we can save the watch stuff for next time.
Yeah, we
Already
can do
at
that.
Hour and a half. Alrighty, guys. Thank you everyone for joining us. Shout out to
158
our
in the
official
books.
sponsors. 158 in the book, UFC Gym Largo and Pinellas Park, and Vitality Recovery and Wellness Center. Guys, check those things out. Links in the description. We will see you on